Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't talking about the Hoover when I say, oh, damn. Y'all got to talk to me, man. Tell a player what he missed. Because, man, it might be a little bit chilly outside of Chicago. I don't know where a lot of y'all are from. Some of y'all, I know where y'all are from. But one thing that has absolutely been determined by the weather gods themselves, that is that winter is coming, ladies and gentlemen. So that means, welcome to the AEW Dynamite Winter is Coming live review. This is your boy, Mr. Starksign.
Big Dub.
What is going on to everybody watching right now, man? It's been a while. It has been a while. I ain't talked to y'all since before WrestleCade, man. It has been a decent little minute. You know, there are some things coming. There are some changes coming. There are some things that are going to happen with the show going forth that I will talk about at another time. But as of right now, enjoy us while we are in front of you in the present and current format, because blinking, you'd miss it. I'm going to tell you that right now. When it comes to certain stuff, you don't know what you got until it's gone, all right? So we will see what happens going forward. Again, we will talk about that, but let's keep the energy positive right now. I want to get the energy high. If you are not liking this stream, if you are not sharing this stream, if you are skipping ahead, if you being a little bitch ass, get out. Just don't even waste our time with your nonsense. But I need y'all to be a part of that like gang, comment gang, share gang, and that financial lubricant gang, which means donating if you're confused or you're new watching us for the first time. Okay? All right, so let's not play around. Let's get this shit popping. And let me just kick off by saying this real quick. Different energy coming back, y'all. Different energy coming back. So anybody that's in the comment section trying to get themselves over, anybody asking or talking about things that are unrelated to what we talking about, we're going to time you out. After that, it's not going to be a warning. We just going to pack you up from the channel. Okay? Just going to go ahead and put that out there right now. You know, again, not sure what this is going to look like going into the new year, but I am laying down these ground rules right now, okay? And you can't get mad and be like, oh, wow, they were sensitive. They blocked me from the channel. No, I told you, stupid ass. I told you, okay? So don't make me have to use the ban hammer. I don't want to have to use it, man. I don't want to have to use it. So shouts out to y'all, man. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I already saw a couple people doing it. I'm not going to name names. You know exactly who you are. Do you tune in to just get your talking points off, or do you tune in for us? Either way, you must be here for something, okay? And also, real quick, I noticed I'm kicking off like this. I'm giving this a different energy tonight. I noticed a lot of people jammed up and they talking points stalled up and they didn't have anything to run back to Twitter and say when we wouldn't do it shows.
Yeah, that's true.
That's really funny. That's really funny. That speaks volumes. A lot of talking points kind of dried up for certain people. That's a little bit of a coincidence. A lot of people's pages got real dry. Like they've been sitting out in the Sahara Desert for about 2-3 weeks. Yeah, I just want to go ahead and just say that. Let me put that out there. Let me just put that out there. I thought that was a little bit funny. I wanted to start off with that. That's a little pregame thought for everybody. But guys, we got a job to do as well. Let's bring you beautiful people to news holding one special. Oh, didn't want to do it. See, everything is kicking back into gear, so you got to be patient. Hold on, let's try it again. Holding one special. Wait. Hold on. One special.
Dumbass!
Accountable. All right. And we're going to be bringing you facts, data, statistics as we go, because that is just what we do here. Now, guys, I don't want to delay because I want to cook on a lot of stuff tonight, so I need everybody to be on the ball. I gave the ground rules. Y'all do y'all part. We will do ours. So let's go ahead and get into 10 news.
So Darby Allin got injured a couple of weeks ago. Was taken off the C2. Jack Perry has replaced him. Darby gave an interview today saying he feels like $1 million, but is not cleared for in-ring action, and AEW is protecting him from himself.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Darby is in a position now where he's right. They are trying to keep him from himself. And let's be real. If Darby does not slow down just even like, let's say 25%. If Darby doesn't slow down about 25%, Darby is going to be one of the biggest what could have beens in pro wrestling history. Do I need to say it again for the people in the back? Darby Allin is going to go down as one of the biggest what could have beens in pro wrestling history if he does not slow down just about 25%. He doesn't have to even slow down 50. I think when he gets a little bit older, I would say 50 to 75. But as of right now, if he just even slowed down just about 25%, people would still love Darby Allin. I think Darby Allin has that mentality of, hey, if I slow down or I do things a certain way, people aren't going to like me as much. People aren't going to be as intrigued by my matches as much. I'm going to be forgotten about. No, Darby, you didn't put in the pain, homie. Literally, we've watched you put in the pain.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no reason why you should feel like AEW is quote unquote trying to keep you from yourself when really you're at the stage of your career where you should be trying to keep you from yourself because you want that longevity. You understand what I'm saying? And we all want that for Darby. We all want to see Darby Allin wrestle until he's in his mid-40s and not have a gang of pain and a gang of injuries that sends him to an early retirement. I don't think we want that, do we?
No, and I don't want to see him become this generation's Dynamite Kid either.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's on the fast track right now if he continues to go to the speed that he's at. I mean, let's see him do some more storytelling. We know he has that gear in him. Let's see that more often than not.
And when it comes to your health, man, it is so valuable. Mental, physical, emotional, whatever the case may be. It is all valuable. Now, Darby seems like he has his head on straight when it comes to knowing himself and staying true to himself. So hopefully he's good in that regard. But yeah, the physical is very important. It is very, very important. Do not burn yourself out. Do not crash and burn in Darby's case. And I think all will be good. I think all will be good when it comes to Darby Allin. And by the way, I don't mean to seem so cold. I know winter's coming, but I don't mean to seem so cold. WrestleCade was a blast, ladies and gentlemen. I saw a couple people talking about it earlier. Man, it was a movie. If you were there and you got to, man, it was everything, man. It was good energy. It was hard work. It was everything that I expected it to be and then some. But you know what I'm saying? When you work hard, you play hard. And ladies and gentlemen, I had an amazing time. Shouts out to Nikki Blackheart. You know what I'm saying? J-Rod, Aaliyah James, Leah Knight. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all of them. Okay? Shouts out to Kaya Dream. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay? And to those who were at the Covalent TV turn up, y'all saw what was going on. Y'all saw what was going on, okay? If you were in there, you know that it got real in the field, and it was a great time. So yeah, shouts out to all of the great people down there in Winston-Salem. Shouts out to the WrestleCade experience. That was just a great fucking time. You know what I mean? So yeah, I it was good, man. I had to be in my boss mode, but couldn't really get a lot of interviews, couldn't do none of that stuff. But I didn't mind because, again, I was putting in the work. It was very valuable work, very valuable lessons. And if you want to be a boss, that's something you have to understand that comes with it. You understand? Oh, I got on my, hey, I see Adrian said you're doing your thing with the TV timeline. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you right now, I got my own shit on right now. I can't stand all the way up right now, but yeah, man, I got my own design on right now, dude. It is, man, I didn't already have requests from a few wrestlers asking for some, for their own little merch and all that stuff. And I haven't even dropped everything from the fitness shoot yet. Nikki Blackheart's dropped, and yeah, man, yeah, man. Yeah, man. And Nikki Blackheart got a killer crossover. Y'all don't need to see the footage. Y'all don't need to see the footage. Not yet, at least. All right. All that stuff, all the deleted scenes and all of the stuff that is going to be on the blooper side of the game is going to be coming out real soon, too. So much more content to drop. So thank you to all that supported that. Thank you. Yeah, that was what I said. Dude, Mo, I said that before we went out for WrestleCade. I said that. I said, I'm coming for everybody's spot. I'm coming to take food off of people's plates. Like, I do not care anymore. I don't know. I don't care how that sounds to the people it may offend. I do not give a shit. Yeah, a ruthless side of me is coming when it comes to this pro wrestling shit, and that's where I'm at with it. I've been watching too many people play with this for too long, dude. Respectfully. Just keeping it a buck. Okay? Oh, man, it was more than what you saw, Miguel. You saw the pics and the videos. Hey, man, it was more than what you saw. That's why I be telling y'all to get to these events. If y'all coming to Vegas, man, let me know. That's why I be telling y'all to get to these events. But one of the most beautiful things to come out of it was the amount of wrestlers and just talent and people that just, you know, I got to meet, you know, I got to talk to for the first time, people that I've already known. You know, shouts out Janai Kai for showing a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? She always has shown love to the platform. Like, I mean, dude, legends pop through. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Kennedy pop through.
Kennedy.
You know, it was a lot going on, man. And I mean that in the best way possible. I was eating my steak. I was eating my lobster mac and cheese. Having a great old time. Unfortunately, Survivor Series had to be on because I promised it. Who's the masked man? Nobody fucking cares. Okay. I know y'all been waiting for my take on that, but I'm going to save my WWE takes for Friday. I'm going to save those for Friday. I'm going to save those, okay? But yeah, that was the most beautiful part. And then all of the people that reached out afterwards and just showing love and just saying how they want to work with us and just seeing how we move. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a takeover. I'm being ruthless about this brand going forward. It is going to be a fucking takeover of a hostile nature. It is not going to be friendly. I don't want to do collabs. I don't want to do handshakes. I don't want to do none of that shit. I'm coming to wipe all of you motherfuckers out, even if I have to do it by myself with my own money. Capiche? That's just where I'm at with things. Hostile Negro alert, according to the white man. All right? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. All right? Let me see what we got. I'm going to read a couple more comments, and then we're going to move on with the show, man, because I know it's been a while, man. I know. Some of y'all hit me up asking what's going on with the show. We live right now, ain't we? I think.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully.
I think. Shit. I know we back live on Facebook. I know some of y'all Facebook peeps are hype as a motherfucker. Y'all like, oh my God, yes. Oh, I get to be in the comfort of this chat room. All right, man. Y'all good, bro. Y'all good. Yeah, no, nobody wants to see Darby have an early retirement, Chris Spade. No. Nobody wants to see that. And then said Darby basically got told, you're on a warning, tone it down. And here's the thing about that, too. I guess we could spin a block on that since it came back up. Here's the thing about that. If Darby wants to be looked at in a light that his, you know, one of his idols in Sting is looked at, he has to think longevity. He has to think, what can he do to preserve his career to even get to the point of where Sting was at during his retirement? And if that's something that's not in the back of his mind, I'm going to be real. This is going to sound kind of harsh, but he needs to retire right now.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want that longevity, you don't want that legacy, okay, cool. Just retire right now. Don't waste Tony Khan's time. Don't waste the people that support you's time. And just retire. If you just cannot see yourself slowing down even 20%, just retire, Darby. Because we've all seen Final Destination. You can't run away from death. You can't.
No matter how many times everyone tries.
No matter how many times you put Ollie Larder in your movie, you can't run from it. You hear me, Darby? I'm talking to you. Shit. All right. Much love. Much love. Oh, and by the way, real quick, I forgot something. If you saw me at WrestleCade with one of the wrestling, mind your business. I know somebody saw me and they pointed. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. If you saw me walking in the telly, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to put some on a bitch's belly, you should have minded you. Whoever that was that pointed, that's watching the show right now, mind your fucking business. I saw you. Hey, that's him. Shut up. Shut it up. Looked like they was finna call my name out. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I said, what are you doing out in Winston-Salem streets by yourself at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning? There's nothing to do. Except women. Okay? Mind your business. I know if you watching the show right, I saw your ass pointing and shit. That's rude. So rude. Okay? But no, shouts out to all of y'all. But yeah, man, y'all support is going to be huge going forward. So don't take this show for granted, man, because I'm going to be honest. I could just literally just do the news stuff and just never get in front of this camera again. I keep telling y'all, man, y'all going to take this show for granted. It's going to disappear. It's going to disappear. So all the likes need to be coming in. All the shares and donations need to be coming in. It's not because we need it. It's because if y'all want this to proceed forward and y'all want dope events like that and y'all want to actually see this platform be what y'all think it's supposed to be, then y'all got to support it. If you're not supporting it, in which case, again, don't be mad if those 5 shows, I think it was 5 shows that we had missed overall, if those 5 shows turn into 100, then those 100 turn into 1,000. And now you're just like, damn, there's no podcast that understands my plight. Not 100% like we do. Okay. So yeah, continue to give terrible support, and the terrible support will lead to no more shows. Just being real. Just being real. That's where my head is at. I'm about to be real ruthless about a lot of stuff, guys. Okay. I say it with love. LOVE. I say it with love. I do. I really do. Okay. And next up, one more thing before we get into our, you know what I'm saying, our landmark segment of the show. If you've never taken the time to put in work on something that you believe is worthy of your energy, if you've never actually walked, jogged, or ran towards your goals to the level in which I do it with this, don't get mad at anything I'm saying. Now, what does that mean? Real quick. There's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot that comes out of this, and there's a lot of impact to be made from Covalent TV. And I go out of my way to make sure that impact is felt, even if we don't have the reach that a lot of these other podcasters have, even if we don't have, you know what I'm saying, the nepotism or the connections that some of these other podcasters have. It's podcasters, and it's not a diss song, it's a real song. It's podcasters and shows that got 2,000 followers, but because they cousins with somebody, they get every interview known to man. Or they get every scoop known to man. So if you're not going to be a part of the Covalent TV footprint or impact, don't get mad when I say stuff like, hey, don't be in the comment section trying to get yourself over. Don't be skipping ahead on the show or I'm blocking you immediately. Like, don't get mad internally at those things if you don't understand what goes into this. I want to make that very, very clear. It's not a complaint. It's not me whining. It's just me telling y'all what it's going to be going forward. If you've never sunk hundreds of hours into something that has grown into what this has grown into, and even then it's still not as big as it should be, and you get mad because I tell you don't be in the comment section trying to get yourself over, if that really is touching a nerve with you, just leave. Don't watch our show again. If somebody who has done everything in their power to shape the narrative to match that of a real professional wrestling fan and create a space where everybody can feel comfortable actually loving professional wrestling and not just numbers and record revenues and all that dumb shit. If you're not willing to go along with what I'm telling you, okay, cool, bye. So what that means is I'm not going to be debating y'all on shit no more, okay? There will be no debates. There will be no debates. You got your take, I got mine. So don't come in here trying to debate us on, especially if it's fact. Don't come in here trying to debate us on a fact either, because I'm just gonna pack you up. I don't care if you've been watching the show since day one. I'm just gonna pack you up. I'm laying down the new ground rules, y'all, as we getting ready to go into 2026. And then, in accordance with Covalent TV law, right now, I'm in a headspace where I'm about to go on a truth bomb run that is going to rival Pearl Harbor. So some of y'all might get offended. Some of y'all might not like the shit that I'm going to say on this show. Basically, I'm giving a viewer discretion is advised. Bad boys! I'm giving you a viewer discretion is advised on everything that I'm going to be saying going into 2026. Because I know some of y'all are a little sensitive about our opinions because it doesn't match that of yours. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I do not give a shit. Get your weight up and not your hate up. Put in the work that we put in and then try to check me. Until then, shut your ass up. I say that respectfully. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get into the portion of the show that draws out an energy that could send every demonic force onto planet Earth at once. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know what portion of the show is coming up, I need you to go ahead and drop that brang thang thang in the comment section. But even if you don't, because you are one of the demon forces that is being spawned to Earth by these people, I'm going to tell your demonic ass anyway. It is time for us to hold one special accountable. It is time for drone accountability. Let go.
So this is actually from an interview that Nick Khan gave, and is talking about Rey Mysterio.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Nick Khan said, and I quote,
Uh-oh.
"Think about the work that guy put into his career. And by the way, when he was in WCW, he was considered like a nothing. A nothing. He came to WWE and had a great luchador history prior to WCW. He came to WWE and the machine got behind him. He did everything he needed to do to be elevated by that machine."
Motherfucker, what? Hold on. I'm gonna hit the button. Dumbass. Motherfucker, what? Okay. Let's y'all. Okay. I can cut this like a knife without shouting, raising my voice, or anything. Nick, sir, Mr. Conathan, if you shall. Sir, you know Rey Mysterio, before he came to WWE, was actually being regarded as one of the best luchadors and Mexican wrestlers to ever come out of Mexico? This was before he got to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know he is considered the greatest luchador of all time in some circles? What? We literally have not seen a prospect have the impact. Now, we've seen talent that has reached Rey Mysterio's level, but to have the impact that Rey Mysterio had, we have not seen that since. Do you understand that most people's highly regarded Rey Mysterio match is him versus Eddie Guerrero at Halloween Havoc? And what promotion did that take place in?
WCW, sir.
Oh, because that's my favorite Rey Mysterio match.
Mine too.
So here's what I'm not going to do. I didn't even plan on this, y'all. This is just what I'm not going to do. WWE has lost their grip on the rope of revisionist history in pro wrestling because of AEW's existence. So much so to the point of where now they have people that are the top of the top in the company running out there and trying to retroactively retell history. Now, somebody might say that is revisionist history. No. You didn't hear what I said. They're trying to start a new book. They're not making revisions to the existing book anymore. They're starting a new book. This is like having the Bible and then making another book called the Bible. They've started a whole nother book. And they're writing all of this shit that everyone watching us right now knows is not real.
Mm-hmm.
See, revising history means to change something existing. They're just saying stuff that we know never happened. Now they're just saying stuff we know never happened. Like, are we being serious, dog? Okay, You want me? I'll grant you, Nicothan, Conathan. I'll grant you one thing, bro. I'll grant you one thing. Did WWE at the time of WCW being bought out have the platform that WCW didn't have? Yes, but there's one major fucking reason why that's so. You bought them.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass. You bought them. Hello? Like, what are we doing? That is the, like, you can't, dude. There's still people that are over the age of 30 fucking 5 that are still alive that knows the truth. That's how WWE is treating pro wrestling history right now. They're treating it like anybody who is over the age of 30 is not alive, did not see the Attitude Era, did not see WCW, did not see ECW, did not see the territories, did not, like none of this shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they could just write this book of shit that didn't happen. See, the way Nick Khan framed that, he made it sound as if WCW was still running against them when he took off in WWE.
Which was not true at all.
There was no opposition.
No.
Duh. Of course he takes off in the only mainstream promotion in the United States. Goofball? What? It's like saying you win every game of Mortal Kombat, but you got the second controller plugged in and nobody's playing against you. Duh. Of course you're going to win. Of course Rey Mysterio's platform and his notoriety went through the roof because y'all were the only thing left. Stop trying to start a new book of professional wrestling. Why is WWE trying to have this mentality of like, everyone was always so against us and we've always had to fight this uphill battle? That's not true. That's not true. Y'all are making shit up as you go. And AEW's existence won't allow you to write that bullshit.
No.
Our existence won't allow you to write that bullshit. Because we lived it, Nick. What are we talking? Like, come on. Come on. I gotta break it back down. Guys, if y'all do want y'all own TV time merch, man, custom pieces, anything like that, hit me up. We'll get some design and we'll get the prices going and all that stuff. I meant to say that early in the stream. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see a lot of y'all favorite wrestlers wearing that by WrestleMania. Shouts out to Nikki Blackheart for posting her picture in the TV time merch, looking as good as she want to look in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it right there. Whoever that was that pointed, I'm still mad. Mind your business. All right? Yeah, that's the equivalency of what Nick Khan is saying. Yeah, it said John Cena didn't take off till he got to WWE. Yeah, because again, that was the only thing around when he took off. You could say that about any wrestler post WCW closing.
Mm-hmm.
That's dumb. That's dumb. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna spin a block on the talking point I had before the brief Covalent TV hiatus. I said desperation. WWE is in desperation mode. They're trying to cling on to anything that they could cling on to make themselves seem bigger than what they currently are. They're trying everything. The WWE that y'all all once knew it as and everybody once knew it as is dead. It will never be that again. It will never be that mainstream again. It is dead. It will never be that again. I don't care how much you try to sell me on anything or any metric that does not quantify to actual mainstream attention. They will never be that again. They could give comp tickets to celebrities and football players and NBA players all the fuck they want. They could have Tyrese Halliburton break dance naked inside the ring holding a fucking trout. It doesn't matter. They will never be Attitude Era big again. Now, I'm going to do my drone accountability, and then it's something I do want to address. It is something I do want to address because I saw something like today that I was just like, oh, God, it must be stopped. It must be stopped. But before I do, it's time for me to hold one special. Dumbass! Accountable. Now, this one may not sound like a drone accountability at first, but I'm going to emphasize the point where it got bad. This one comes from screen name Muhammad Wazakwi. Muhammad Wazakwi. That's probably who pointed at me when I was walking the bitch in the hotel. I was walking the bitch in the hotel and went to say it was probably Muhammad damn Wazakwi. God damn it. But Muhammad had this to say. And by the way, he wrote this like a fucking poem for almost a whole decade.
Oh, dear Lord.
Cable cord cutting was used as the big cope for wrestling numbers being less, and that the bajillions would come in once it enters streaming. Now, you might be thinking, what's wrong so far? Stay with me. Now that it has gotten even worse. And here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Wrestling fans will find an excuse for this as well. That is their only hardwired mechanism. Y'all, this is about Raw not ranking top 10.
Oh, dear Lord.
Dumbass! I'm going to make it a mission in 2026. A mission to kill the all wrestling fans narrative whenever WWE falters. I'm going to make it my personal mission. I don't care how much heat the page gets. I don't care what fucking insider gets mad at me. I don't give a damn if Dave Meltzer comes on my post with a think piece. I don't give a damn. I am going to kill this narrative dead. Like how we packed up Nick Hausman. I want to pack this narrative up so bad. Why, when WWE is faltering, it has to be all lives matter? Why are we still doing this?
Oh, because they get stuck, and this is just regurgitate. We got to regurgitate the same talking point from what was this, 4 years ago?
Warner, they got so mad when Tony Khan. Now, this I did see. I wasn't looking at really in any wrestling media. I wasn't watching any wrestling shows. Guys, it was almost like I went on a mountain retreat. You know, when your favorite sitcom back in the day used to go on like hiatus and motherfuckers, they come back to the show and the person was on like a mountain retreat or some shit. It was like that. I blocked myself out to the whole pro wrestling world. But I did see this. Tony Khan saying the gap is closing between WWE and AEW when it comes to ratings. I saw everybody losing their damn mind over Tony Khan saying that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw people saying, it's not because of anything AEW did. Whoa. Let me, and that's where you're going to be met with resistance. Now the real is back, okay? Now the real is back. That talking point is going to be met with a little resistance. If AEW was as bad as y'all are making it, wouldn't that gap be widened by AEW's ineptitude?
Exactly.
Oops. Did I just poke a hole in y'all logic? No, I think I just shot a fucking 12 gauge exit wound in y'all damn logic.
Would anybody be covering AEW if it was as bad as people say it is?
Uh-oh. That's my point. If it wasn't because of anything AEW's doing, wouldn't AEW be in the 100,000s right now?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't they be getting like 128 weekly or some shit?
Yeah.
See, that's something y'all don't want to argue. That's something y'all don't. I don't give a damn about no goddamn Eric Bischoff cookie. I don't give a fuck about him. No. Pack that shit up too. We don't want to hear about these fucking bad faith grifters. Pack that shit up too. I don't give a fuck about none of that. But the outcry that I saw, oh, it's not anything Tony Khan did. It's not anything he did. It's just WWE failing. I'm like, oh, well, whoa. Did I hear what I think I heard? Y'all, I almost wanted to do a live stream just on that alone. I had to catch myself. I went right back into my Zen mode. I cut my beard off and regrew another beard. No, I'm joking. It's the same beard. But yeah, no, real talk. Like I couldn't believe that. I said, wait. So, if you don't agree with it being because of anything AEW is doing, that means that you're also agreeing to the opposite logic that WWE is just that bad. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. See, you can't pull. God damn it. You can't pull this on somebody who's college educated. You can't pull this on somebody who is well-rounded, who is a part of damn near every club and team that I could be a part of when I was in high school. Because that's you're admitting that the opposite is true. If you're saying it's nothing AEW did right, then that means you're saying it's everything WWE is doing wrong. This is like debate 101. I'm not even going into like advanced debate tactics. This is like debating 101. You're by proxy agreeing to the opposite. It's not a both things can be true type of thing. It's not that. No, because AEW's pretty much stayed where it's been for like the past fucking year. It's had a couple rises and a couple falls throughout the year, but it's pretty much been in between that 500 and 600. Yeah, 500 and mid 600. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much been there all year. So why would I argue against consistency? Look at it like you're a defense attorney. Why would I argue against the evidence?
Because the evidence doesn't fit the narrative.
Yeah, I'm not a prosecutor. If I'm playing defense here, why would I argue against the evidence? The burden of evidence lies on who?
WWE.
No, and their fan base. So like, why would we argue? Why would we argue? Like, if a drone came in here right now, why would we argue something that is true? AEW's ratings have stayed consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Why is WWE's right now? That's what I would argue. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
Exactly.
And the glove don't fit AEW. It fits WWE. See, but I come back to this question. What will it take for all of you WWE fans to admit that that glove fits WWE?
I don't think they'll get there. I think they're too delusional. They will always be stuck in WWE good, AEW bad.
Warner, they already indirectly did. By admitting that it's nothing that AEW did, they admitted that this would have been case closed. Like, Warner, if we were defense attorneys, that would have been the easiest case we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to lay down a prosecution and a verdict upon AEW and their failure, but you also are admitting it's nothing they did, meaning it's the opposite. We win. We fucking win. Boom. Case over. Case closed. Open shut. So now what do we do with that information, drones? What do we do with that information? Oh, I bet y'all did not expect me to come back on this energy. What do we do, drones? Now what do we do? Now that that's out there in the atmosphere, what do we do? Do we now hold the product accountable?
Oh, God. Why?
You indirectly.
Why would we actually do that?
No. You indirectly, directly admitted that the product stinks.
Right.
Why, so now do we get to accountability? Is that the next step? Which brings me to this next point. Dave Meltzer, homie, stop playing defense attorney for WWE Drone's feelings, dude. Stop. Stop. Stop playing defense attorney for WWE drones. Homie, they dogged you and still dog you until this day. You should be watching that ship crash and burn just like everybody else. After all the WWE fans put you through, they done came at your credibility. They done came at your ability as a historian. They have basically called you everything but a child of God, homie. Why are you playing defense attorney to their feelings? And y'all might be wondering, where is this coming from? We've heard this talking point before, but where is this coming from? This was also in regards to WWE falling out of the top 10 due to Stranger Things. Which, by the way, if your show isn't good enough to crack the top 10 for a show that's pretty much been Netflix's biggest, I would just say, original content show probably in the last 6 years. Mm-hmm. If you can't beat that out and the audience for that show already knows what to expect, that's actually a bigger indictment upon your product than it is Stranger Things. But Dave Meltzer kind of took the opposite end of that spectrum. And hold on, let me find it. I probably should have had this ready, but let me just find it. Talk to the people.
Oh man, you know, the ratings thing. When can we get back to content? That's my question. Like, I know drones are always going to go to ratings, but like, let's be honest here. Even in their highs and lows with AEW, they still been with content the best wrestling show. Period. And yet no one ever wants to talk about that. We always got to talk about everything else other than content. And why is that? Why can't we get to where the real crux of the issue, which is the content? Can someone explain that to me? Because we all know WWE isn't number 1 in content. We all know TNA isn't number 2 or number 1 in content, no matter what Chris Jericho says. It makes no sense to me that we can't get back to content. You know, during the Monday Night Wars, it was always about content. It wasn't about ratings.
It was content.
When it was the Monday Night Wars, I never heard one thing about, oh, Nitro did this rating. Oh, Raw did this rating. Who cares? It's about what show did you enjoy more.
That stuff wasn't even really talked about until after the Monday Night War was over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about the way WWE talked about it in their documentaries.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a comment. I found it, by the way. Adrian said, nobody really cares about Stranger Things like they used to. Yeah, because they waited so long to film another season of it that half of the fucking cast is grown. But here was what he said. Because somebody has said something that, honestly, you follow this up with journalism. You don't follow this up with hyperbole. You don't follow this up with your own inserted opinion. This is where you go, let me look into that. Somebody has said to Dave Meltzer, oh dear, Netflix will be wanting answers soon. And Dave Meltzer almost immediately fired back saying, no, there's no indication that the number is down at all, just as Stranger Things is dominating the top 10. Dave, you are old enough to know this. You are so old enough you have heard this phrase, I'm sure, 1 million times in your life. Everybody watching, Warner, you included, everybody has heard this phrase once in their life, at least. If it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's probably a damn what?
A duck.
What? Dave, this is where you go, I'm going to go look into that. I'm going to reach out to my connections over at Netflix to see how they feel about it. Even if you get a stock answer, That's where you go do journalism. You don't hit back with, oh, it's okay, Drone. It's okay. Drones, it's going to be all right. We don't even know if that's the full week number. What? Why would it not be the full week number?
Right.
That's literally the data we've been receiving since the ratings came out with Netflix. If it didn't crack the top 10, that means it probably didn't do a good number for the week. Dave, come on, dude. Dave, come on. Dave, bro, come on. And you'll do all of this just for them to jump, pause if necessary, for them to jump on your neck like an hour later.
Right.
Cool, you bought yourself 58 minutes of protection from drones by saying that. Stop, dude. Because they want to see you go down just like they want to see AEW go down. You're trying to please the people that don't like you. Stop. For the love of God, stop, man. What would make the collection of data any different? Why would Raw's number not be spanned over the week? If Stranger Things numbers is spanned over the week and it cut the top 10, why wouldn't Raw's numbers be spanned throughout the week?
Exactly.
That's how we've been receiving the data. And you claim to know how data works and how numbers work, and you're just this really smart guy when it comes to it. Why are you playing dumb just to keep drones off of your back for 35 minutes? Stop spoon feeding them narratives that they're already conjuring up in their heads already. They don't need your help conjuring up pie in the sky fucking thoughts. They don't need your help. Dave, they don't need your help. First one back, man. What I'm saying is overall, Dave, we don't believe you. You need more people.
A lot more people.
You sound like a fucking parent trying to explain why they didn't get their kid the toy they wanted for Christmas. That's how you're starting to sound, dude. The aliens came and took Daddy's wallet this Christmas. Stop it. Stop. Dave, stop.
Well, I mean, that makes sense with how much Brian Alvarez cries all the goddamn time about everything.
Oh God, that insufferable, whiny, little snarky fucking prick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, dude. And it's sad because as a person, he seems cool, but as a wrestling personality, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. And then what sucks is we have to say this type of stuff, and then it has to come across like we whining, even though we just trying to hold people to the fire. Because I can hear them be like, well, they're whining about us. No, we're not. We're trying to make you be accountable for all of this faking you doing with these drones, all this flaking and perpetrating. Stop. You're not going to step on my foot and say the boogeyman did it. I can look at you standing on my foot. Dave, you starting to come off like the boy who cried wolf, dude. Cut that shit out. Cut the shit out. WWE fans don't need no extra help being delusional. I promise. They don't need any assistance.
At all.
Come on, man. I just can't deal, bro. All right. P-Rock said the number was less than 2 million. It had to be. It had to be. Well, we don't know if that was over the week. What else would it have been? That's my question. That's me doing journalism. Okay, then, Dave, what would it have been? And based on what?
He'd probably say he'd have to get back to you because he doesn't know the answer.
Well, I would tell him, get back to me, and then I will be tagging you on Twitter every day until you do.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. It's a lot of people. Y'all wondering why I want to knock these people away from the table, man. Y'all wondering why I want to have a buffet to myself on this table. People like this don't deserve to eat anymore. They don't. Because at the cost of informing their audience, they'd rather just be little fucking coddlers. It's disgusting work. And me and Warner are supposed to sit and pretend like we don't see this shit.
Yeah. But we see it hour after hour, and it just goes over on Twitter, and it gets regurgitated every 30 minutes after the hour it's been put out.
And by the way, Adrian, yeah, as a man, one of the things you just should never do in this life, look, I go where I'm appreciated, not tolerated. The drones don't even tolerate Dave.
No.
Y'all ever see that, what's that dude's name? Steve Buscemi, I think that's his name. Y'all ever see that meme where he got the backwards hat on holding a skateboard, say, how's it going, young kids? However that shit goes. Like, that's him when he walks in the room with WWE fans. Why? What? Why? You know, every time that you appease them, you're denigrating yourself, Dave. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, Warner. You was going to say something.
No, I mean, that would be the number one question. Why are you trying to appease them? You're not going to get anything from anything extra from WWE. Hunter's not going to call you and be like, hey, I got this news story for you. No.
If anything, they always shit on your news stories.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the only dirt sheet they go out of the way to make look like an idiot on their stories is you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time you see WWE creatively calling audible is when you spoil one of their surprises.
Right. And then they have all their wrestlers come out and say you're an idiot because you actually got something right.
Like every time, dude. Every time. Mm-hmm. Fuck a backbone, homie. You need a brand new spine altogether. Somebody got to put you in a RoboCop suit or something. You got to shape up, homie. Come on, dude. They wrestlers come at your star scale. Like, dude, they shit on everything you do. Didn't that just happen today?
Yeah. Well, we've come at it too because he just does it way too much. It kills the integrity of the scale. He should only be doing it for pay-per-views. But doing it for weekly TV is just asinine.
Yeah, say
there's no match on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown or Lord knows NXT is not anywhere near a 4-star match.
Oh my God. The moment I saw him give an NXT match a 4-star rating, I said he's destroying his own credibility. There is not a match that will come out of NXT for the existence of NXT that will be worthy of 4 stars. It won't. A lot of those NXT black and gold matches didn't even age that well.
Mm-mm.
Because it's just a ripoff of the match formats that, you know, Triple H and his father-in-law opened up the wallet to fucking buy the wrestlers from.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the stuff Dave should be saying. That's the stuff he should be saying.
No, why do that? No, why do that when he won't have the protection of the drones?
There is no protection. Dude, 30 minutes later, they will be back to tearing him a new asshole.
No, I understand that, and you understand that, but for some odd reason, he doesn't understand that because he still does it.
Dave, are you one of them motherfuckers that when you go out of town for a wrestling event, you call up one of them goddamn BDSM women to come up to your room? Are you one of them? Do you like being degraded? Do you like being punished? Is that what, are you one of them people? Because I'm starting to put two and two together with you, homie. Are you one of them people? You like safe words? Is one of your safe words Levesque?
Or
like,
Regal?
Yeah, something, because it gotta be you like punishment or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, golly. Adrian said Matt Hardy winning Dave Star rating. See, but here's where Matt Hardy loses all credibility. And then we're going to get into the show after this. It's a lot of talking points, but we got to save some stuff for Friday. We just getting warmed up. Here's where Matt Hardy loses all credibility. Why no one has said this to him yet, I will never understand. This can easily be shut down. Him talking about matches need to have stories and all that stuff, and nobody really wants a 5-star match. What is a 5-star match anyway? Blah, 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 and saying all that. Okay. If none of what Dave Meltzer's star ratings mean anything and nobody wants to see 5-star matches, why did you put your body on the line so much with your brother in the early 2000s and the late 90s in order to have the respect of the same people you're now dissing?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you literally walk like you have no hips because you were trying to put on 5-star matches. I'm sure your spine works like a xylophone because you were trying to put on 5-star matches and you were trying to show and prove. There's documentaries of everybody involved in that TLC match saying that they wanted to go out there and really just show everybody what they were made of and put that match on the map. So why are we revising our own personal history, Matthew? Why are we dude, you wouldn't be walking the way you walk today if you placed such an importance on the things that you claim you place an importance on. You know that, right?
Because that's what WWE taught me.
No. Let's stick to the facts. No. Let's stick to the facts. Because he would, if he was in here right now, he would say that's hyperbole. He would say that's a bad faith argument. No. Let's not go to his indoctrination, even though we know that to be true. Let's not go to his indoctrination. Let's stick to the facts. If he wasn't trying to put on those same matches that he is now shunning, wouldn't Matt Hardy be able to walk like a normal person?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the argument over. Argument over. Dude, you spent the better part of a decade plus trying to put on matches like that. But now that you're older and you can't put on those type of matches anymore, it's all screw those types of matches, people going all balls to the wall. And what is a 5-star anyway? And really? But when you were taking risk to be remembered in the business and to be revered in the business, it was okay. When your brother was taking risk to be revered in the business, that was fine. He was jumping off the SummerSlam set and all that shit. That was fine.
Mm-hmm. Semi-trucks.
10-foot ladders.
Mm-hmm.
That was good. That was cool. That was chasing a story? Look, Matt Hardy, look me in my face and tell me that was chasing a story. Look me in my face and tell me when y'all were doing all that stuff, y'all were chasing stories.
What about his match with Sammy? Where Sammy got into a lot of trouble.
Were you chasing a story in that match?
I'm just curious.
Yeah, y'all need to pack an audience into a room because we don't believe you. You need more people. Like, come on, man. Come Come on. How has nobody said this to him yet? Oh, I know why, because some of y'all want an interview from him 2 months from now.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, because y'all scared y'all gonna run into him at a convention and he gonna say something. Like, whatever it is. Whatever the case. Dude, that shuts the argument down. There's literally a documentary of the Hardys and Dudleys and Edge and Christian saying when they did that TLC match, they wanted to prove themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a story. This is on footage. I know you done bumped your head a lot, homie. I know you have, but homie, this shit exists, dude. It's a part of WWE revisionist history documentaries, but it exists nonetheless. Yeah, you just said what I was saying. Like, why lie? Say, hey, I understand. Instead, you know what would have been gangster, Matt? I understand the risk some of these wrestlers are taking. You know why? Because when me and my brother were trying to cut our teeth in the business, we were doing just as dangerous stuff, if not more dangerous.
Not that hard to say.
And leave it there. And that's all you got to say. And just leave it there. No bonus features, no nothing. Just leave it there. How hard would that be? And I can picture him rebuttaling. Well, I don't want people in the business to be walking like me when they get older. Dude, you are working for a promotion that was letting people go out there and wrestle with multiple concussions. I don't think that what happened to you is going to happen to these wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
I know indie promotions with better medical response than WWE in the late 90s and early 2000s. Goodness gracious, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was referring to, Weekly Steel Chair. Said it's on their own DVD that got released in 2008. Yeah, that's what I was referring to. He didn't say, yeah, we were just trying to tell a story in that ring. That's not what he said.
No.
That's not what anybody who participated in the match fucking said. And if I'm wrong, somebody pull up the clip. I'll admit I was wrong. Said if they weren't chasing that type of story or match, then Matt should have told Jeff to never do a swanton off the ladder or a whisper in the wind off a steel cage. But he don't want to hear that, though. He's going to find a way. Then you know what they're going to go to. Now, this is where Werner, if you would have said this, it would apply. He's going to go to his WWE training and say, I want to see if y'all could guess it. Then what is he going to say? The moment that a WWE trained wrestler, media trained wrestler gets caught up in their own bullshit, what is the first thing they say?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, no, I'm gonna see if somebody guesses it. I'm not playing, bro. I want to see if somebody guesses it. We gonna sit here in silence until somebody do. How about that? That's one, but that ain't the main one. That ain't the main one. That's one though. That's one though. B-Rock said you never stepped in his ring to talk. Said you are not in the wrestle business. Okay, that's one. That's one. But the main one is when they get caught up in their own lies or their own words, they hit you with you took me out of context.
Mm-hmm.
What I actually said was, no. You know this is a printed quote, right? I remember when Bumblefuck Bubba tried that bullshit with us. And I was like, no, dude, you said that. Don't try to say we twisted your words or took you out of context. No, you said that. You said it. So that's what he's going to do. When somebody finally does rebuttal with what I just said, that's what he's going to say. You twisted my words. And he might combine it with you weren't in the wrestling business, but that's going to be the first thing he said. The bad faith grifter, old WWE guy routine is to throw that quote out there every time they get shut down. Straight up. So don't let them off the hook with that bullshit no more, man. Don't let them off the hook with that bullshit no more. Because if you let them, they will. They'll be like, yep, you took me out of context, you twisted my words. I never said that. And then all of a sudden, it seems like the quote just disappears into thin air. Y'all ever notice that? It seems like the quote just disappears into thin air. You never see that quote again. You know why? Because I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. These old wrestlers, with their legal teams, they be requesting takedowns of some of these articles, y'all. Oops. Bet y'all didn't know that. I bet y'all didn't know that. They be requesting takedowns of these articles and these interviews. Just saying. All right, guys, we rocked it out for over an hour, man. Y'all are getting a great fucking show on the comeback, man. You know what I'm saying? Back in the building. And it feels good to be back in the building, man. But we got to keep the energy up. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and financial lubricant gang. Send through those donations, support the show. Again, I'm going to let y'all know that if the support is not felt, it will just be a disappearance. The show will be gone. I am saying that definitively. There's new things approaching in my life and new opportunities and stuff coming up that, yeah, if y'all don't want to support, this will end. I'm just going to be real. Okay? All right, y'all. It's time to light the fuse. Bring the boom.
Dynamite.
Dynamite that. All right. Let's not bullshit around, man. Let's not play around with anybody. And by the way, Catherine, I did see you liked your TV Time shirt. You know what I'm saying? Got you the UNC colors, you know. But shouts out to Catherine who got her merch. I told her I'm a man of my word. But let's get into the show.
Alrighty, up first we have the Timeless Love Bombs of Timeless Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa taking on the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale, and Harley Cameron.
Good old Mirna Shirakiri. Warner is Medea now. That's great. Okay. This is Nerd. All right, I got you.
For the AEW Women's Tag Team titles.
First, before we start, I've saw this tournament getting a lot of criticism. Guys, I have not been watching. I've seen this tournament get a lot of criticism. And then I went on to watch a cheat code tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to myself, when you are really on the outside looking in of these bad faith criticisms about AEW, it's worse when you haven't been paying attention, because then when you go back in and you look at it, you really realize how much these drones lie. This was one of those moments.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this doesn't look bad to me.
At all.
But go ahead.
No, not at all. You know what really surprised me was the chemistry between Mina and Harley. I thought they did phenomenal tonight when they were going up against each other. I mean, this was totally a cheat code, to which the Babes of Wrath won, beating the Timeless Love Bombs when Willow pinned Mina.
Now, we all got to be all things fair. You know, it was a little bit of a slip up and a botch towards the end between Mina and Harley with the missed kick. But outside of that, they got it back real fast. And yeah, this match was a cheat code. The crowd was super fucking hot for it. And I thought all the ladies in this match performed very, very, very well. Now, something that actually got me pretty fucking excited was the fact that, you know, the journey is always the thing that you can admire the most about any story such as Harley Cameron's and Willow Nightingale's, because they started off as extras, guys. They did. They'll tell you that themselves. To see them actually grow within the AEW system and reach their own personal mountaintop so far within the promotion. Now, Willow has had world title opportunities, been in, you know, marquee feuds and stuff like that. But to see them actually get an accolade, how can you not like that? By the way, props to Mina and Toni for doing good business.
Mm-hmm.
But that right there is the difference right now between AEW and WWE. Gratification. Albeit delayed, but gratification nonetheless. You don't get gratification with that other product. You get ran in a circle. You get put on the merry-go-round and they put you on a merry-go-round and tell you traveling down a road going 90 miles an hour to Texas. No, I'm on a merry-go-round. I'm going in a circle. In AEW, if there is a path for you and you do what you're supposed to do, this could be you. And I think that ladies are starting to see that. Charlie Evans, she's a sweetheart. Charlie Evans just said in the interview, I'm trying to get to AEW. And I saw a lot of people stealing our talking point and running with our talking point. And it wasn't even a talking point. It was insider information where I told y'all a lot of these wrestlers ain't trying to hit at, don't you want your WrestleMania up? They ain't trying to hit that shit, Sharif.
The dream.
They don't want to hit that bullshit, Sharif. They ain't trying to hit that no more. And I told y'all back on the ID stream that last crop of individuals that do strive for that desperately, you can't do nothing about that. They're just going to be that no matter what. But there's going to be a new crop of individuals, and me and Werner talked about this, that they're going to be like, man, that WWE shit garbage. I'm trying to make it in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad Zeta Steele wised up because I think she's immensely talented and she has a phenomenal look.
Yeah.
She is you want to talk about potential. Y'all know everybody who I shout out that I say got potential always end up being something. Y'all know that. If you've been watching since day one, every person that I've ever said has potential is panned out. I have 100% accuracy rate when it comes to people that I think have potential. Zeta Steele is going to be one of the faces of the AEW women's division within the next 10 years. Mark my words. And she hasn't even been at it that long either. That's the crazy part. But just wait. Just wait. Watch what I say. Zeta Steele is going to be one of the faces of the AEW women's division. She already has good mic skills. She already has facial expressions down. She already can work a clean match. You don't got to believe me if you watch right. And I'm so glad she bucked that ID system, that WWE, those WWE tentacles that want to get their hands on every independent wrestler possible, but then have the nerve to type support the independents. First of all, here's how you know WWE don't support the indies. They said support the independents. Who says support the independents?
No one.
What do people say?
Support the indies.
Nobody. When have you ever heard somebody say support the independents? They can't even get the lingo right. They can't even get the jargon right. Now, obviously, Chicago is home to one of the biggest gangs to ever be created in this nation, and it's called the Gangster Disciples. If you are a GD and you get around some people that are also GDs, let's say they're another set from a different block, and instead of saying folks, you saying foe on phone them, you gonna get DP'd. They gonna beat your ass. And y'all could both be GDs. They gonna beat y'all. They gonna beat your ass. Because they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you saying that for? BDs say that. We don't say that shit. That was what WWE did with that. See, if I'm an independent wrestler, that right there would have sent that would have been a red flag for me. I would have been like, whoa. Did they just type out support the independents? That's a red flag. Who says that?
No one. No one ever.
I'm just saying. Yeah, that too, Weekly Steel Chair. I knew if anybody was going to have a comment on that, it was going to be you. You had said support them so much that they pulled Leon Slater from the WXW show this weekend. Yeah, dude. To the surprise of no one. To the surprise of no one.
No.
Oh, by the way, Gabe Sapolsky had actually rolled through. I didn't even realize it was him at first. He had rolled through the motherfucking Covalent TV turn up, y'all.
Wow.
Matthew could back it up. Gabe Sapolsky came to the Covalent TV turn up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. You can see him in the background of one of the pictures. You can see him in the picture talking to him. What am I saying? And because he had just kind of walked in and I was like, hey, man, you know, I didn't know who he was. I was like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going to see how many people was raised right. When you walk into somebody's crib, you do what first?
Shake their hand and introduce yourself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What a concept, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, there's some of these young wrestlers that y'all need to learn that shit. Okay? Y'all need to learn that shit. Okay? Then next up, you would think with him being who he is, he would have introduced himself. No, he just walked out. I was like, hey, man, who is you? And you want to know how he introduced himself, y'all? He was like, yeah, he was like, hey, I'm Gabe. And yeah, I've gotten all of these women's wrestlers in here a lot of work, and a lot of these wrestlers in here work, and I do this for them and that for them. I'm like, oh, that's what this is about for you. This is a notch. This is clout. You don't even care about these wrestlers. You care about being able to walk up to somebody that you don't know and say, I'm the reason all of these people have this. Gabe, you exposed yourself, homie. I caught you with your pants down without me even trying. That's what real gangster does. When real gangster energy is in a room, it make motherfuckers say stuff that they wouldn't say to nobody else. Because they just that scared. They just that scared. Yeah, Adrian, you said it right as I said it. He said he sees you as a threat. Yeah, they're just that scared that they like, man, let me try and diffuse him with this clout I think I earned. No, dude, that don't move me. And I kind of talked back to him like, hey, man, okay, like, all right. I just wanted you to introduce yourself, homie. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
but like
honestly.
when he said that, I'm like, oh, so that's what you do this for. You do this so you can flex. You do this so you can walk up to people you don't know and be like, I'm the reason half these people have a job and blah, blah, blah. And he, without me even having to do anything, he marked himself out. See, that again, that's what real gangster energy do. He marked himself out. I didn't even have to say anything. And again, I got the picture for proof. It's in my phone right now. You can see the look on my face because I'm kind of looking like, hey, bro, you kind of walked in here real.
Hear me.
All right, hold on. We back. Yo, I don't know what happened right there, but we back. Uh-oh. They don't like how we talking now. They don't like how we talking now. Uh-oh.
How dare you talk about our ID King and Gabe Sapolsky?
I said what I said. Said, you close to Nikki Blackheart, you close to top indie talent. He definitely sees you as a threat. That's why he showed up to scope you out. Yeah, and I checked his temperature. What? I'm supposed to be scared? Motherfucker, please. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, he definitely see I'm starting to get my little you dig on and was like, yeah, let me see what homie is all about. And ended up marking himself out. It be like that sometimes. It didn't work though. Whoever, my name is Jeff. It didn't work. He tried, but it didn't work. It didn't work. And by the way, shouts out to all the beautiful ladies in the independent wrestling scene right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, shouts out to them. They were showing love. It was nothing but love for a player. You know, the video, I was in there singing. It was a good time. Yeah, no, that shit don't work with me, dog. It's impossible to big league me, but let's keep going with the show.
Alrighty, post-match, we have Renee, Sam, and Croquette coming to the ring to congratulate the new champions. As Nightingale said, it was a hard fight. Cameron's mouth was all bloodied, but she's proud of her. Nightingale said this year's been rough not knowing who has her back, but Cameron's been through it all. Cameron talked about how wrestling Nightingale on her second match ever was a few years ago. The crowd started chanting Babes of Wrath as they got. Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa consoled each other until facing off with the new champs and offering a handshake and a hug. Short and to the point. I liked it.
It
Good
was
work
something
by
I was
them.
gonna say, but I'm a make it a mandatory thing on the show to keep bad faith takes away from our analysis of the show because it does tend to derail the show. So let's keep going.
Alrighty, up next we have the Opps backstage where Samoa Joe congratulated Eddie Kingston for his time finally coming. You wanted the real Samoa Joe, the crusader of the independents, not realizing that that man has been standing in front of Kingston all along. Joe is ruthless by design and doesn't care about men like Kingston who are in his way from what he has. The man Kingston looked up to a wonderful idea, but the one who will kick his ass tonight is the man who will show him the reality of what the industry is.
Because it involves Eddie Burger Kingston, I just can't find myself caring.
Yeah, honestly.
Good promo from Joe. Don't get me wrong. Good
Mhm.
promo from Joe. But like, because Burger Kingston is on the other side of it, it's just like, okay. Like, okay. Cool. Oh, yeah. So I saw you singing the Renegade Twins being fun. Hey, man. Shouts out to Robin Renegade specifically. And I love, both the Renegade Twins have been friends of the show for like, since what, year 2?
It was year 1.
No, year 2. Year 2.
Okay.
And yeah, no, Robin, goddamn. Oh man, that was. She is a good time. She is a good time. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's keep going.
Alrighty, up next we have the Death Riders in the stairwell, where John Moxley's talking about his back being against the wall in the Continental Classic with time running out. Moxley has to prove anything. It is that if there is sand in the hourglass, he can still score. So count him out. If you need circumstances to be ideal and try, maybe you just suck. Moxley has to try for the rest of the Death Riders as they are the hungriest group in pro wrestling, chasing the dragon every day. To which Daniel Garcia stood up and spoke.
Hold on. The crowd immediately booing and Tony Khan muting the crowd was hilarious. That shit was
hilarious.
That was so funny. Warner, I didn't even want to interrupt. That shit was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Because all you heard when Daniel Garcia started was, boo.
Yeah.
And then it just cut off. You was like, whoa, what the fuck?
And shouts out to this crowd for booing it.
That was so fucking funny, y'all. Oh, he's finally getting the reaction he fucking deserves.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally getting go away heat. It took 97,000 fucking years, but he's finally getting go away heat.
Long overdue.
Man, that's all I could think. I'm like, where has this been? But go ahead.
Daniel Garcia said every day they wake up, they choose to win. If you don't try, then you don't deserve to win.
Duh, dickhead. Duh. If you don't know, when you're thirsty, you're supposed to drink water. Duh.
You know when you're bleeding, you're supposed to put a Band-Aid on it.
Like, what is he seeing him? I just don't. I swear to God, if I don't get credentials to World Team because of this, I don't give a fuck. What does Tony Khan see in him? You can't even write an intricate promo for him because his voice is too fucking stupid. Like, Oh God, bro, the boo and immediate mute will stick on my
Oh
mind
yeah, that
for
was
the rest of
great.
this week. That was the shiznit. That was so funny
It's
to me.
it's too bad that will not win a moment award by any of these idiot award givers in January and February. Like that would be moment of the year for us.
Bruh, because all I heard was boo.
Hmm.
I was like, damn, did the whole crowd get choked at once? What the? I said, Tony Khan usually take about 10 seconds to cut that crowd audio off when it's a backstage segment. That motherfucker,
Mhm.
as soon as Daniel Garcia started talking and you heard them boos, that crowd audio got muted immediately. That shit was so funny. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. That was hilarious. Because it was funny. Adrian said you knew because it was funny.
Yeah.
It's so overdue. Don't nobody want to hear that goddamn. I don't even want to call him a New Yorker. That motherfucker, I don't know where he from. That motherfucker is from
Buffalo.
Igloo that in like Canada somewhere or some shit. Because goddamn, I have never heard a New Yorker talk like they got a jawbreaker the size of planet Earth in their fucking mouth. Ever. I've been to all parts of New York. I done been to Buffalo. I done been to New York City. I done been to all the boroughs. I have not met a New Yorker yet that talks like he has a jawbreaker that is Earth-sized in his damn mouth. Not one. Not one. That is hilarious, dog. Let me see what we got. No, that was funny. You see, he said Charlotte Renegade needs to get healthy so they could get into this AEW Women's Tag Team scene. Yeah, man, they was showing a lot of love, bro. They was like, and they, I ain't really talked to them about the wrestling shit because we was in there having too good of a time, man. Dancing, singing, drinking. Man, look, I was surrounded, so my phone wasn't out. I was surrounded. I was like, I met what's her name for the first time. And I'm saying it. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. I'm saying it. Look, what I think you say, because she's a Latina, you say Angelica, but Angelica Risk. Jesus. Them titties was tittying to the tittieth degree.
Ooh.
Man. I almost had to redirect my focus. I was a man. I'm gonna see you in Vegas. You kicking it with me in Vegas. Shit, I'm you robbing all that. And the person who pointed, fuck you, man. You better not be in Vegas. If I see you on the strip, that's your ass. God damn it. All right, let's keep going with the show.
All righty, we got Okada taking on Jack Perry in a Continental Classic Gold Team Rules match.
Gold Team Rules.
Mini cheat code. I thought this was a phenomenal match. Biting in places that should not probably be happening. Pause if necessary.
Yeah, very much so. Wait. I have to skip ahead. And then you got Jack Perry. I guess admitting Okada's dick is big. He was like, for the second time tonight, I think I bit off more than I could chew. Sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir. Do you want some pause with that McMuffin? Sir. Sir. Pause was definitely required there. I'm just going to put it out there. Pause was required. At a minimum, sir. But Tournament Okada should never be slept on. That's all I'm going to say. And then Jack Perry is, how do I put it? You could tell he had so many setbacks that he's just now getting his footing again, even in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope nothing derails him this time. It ain't no CM Punk's around, so, who knows?
Yeah. Or Daniel Garcia needing a title run.
Yeah. So hopefully, God damn it. So, oh, God, that flopped so fucking hard. Jesus, that flopped so hard. Which is why I don't understand why he's even still being pushed now.
Yeah.
You could argue he's a worse TNT championship candidate of all. Like, you could argue it. You could argue it.
Yeah.
But no, to get back on point. But yeah, no, Jack Perry is getting his footing again. Yeah, bubble wrap him. Yeah, please. Bubble wrap him and keep him away from anybody that will keep him from this great in-ring work he's doing. And less is more with Jack Perry. Less is more with Jack Perry. I cannot say that enough. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask this question. Was this a better showing than his little 10-minute exhibition with Chris Jericho? Year one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. Let me do that. Absolutely. 100%. I'm not going. If anybody wants to argue that or debate that, please be my guest. But I'm not moving off of it. Who said Jack carried? Fuego? No, Okada did his thing. Oh, no. Okada did his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that. But all right, let's keep going.
Okada won. He now has 6 points. Perry doesn't have any points in a Gold Team Rules league.
Who said Craven the Perry? That's hilarious.
Oh, Jesus.
That's funny. That's actually kind of funny. Craven the Perry is fucking hilarious.
Post-match, Don Callis' family shows up, came to the ring, and picked up Perry. Callis told him he had a lot of respect for Perry after that effort and watching his performance tonight. He said instead of giving the money to the Young Bucks, he should have given it to Perry. Callis said Perry lacks focus and direction, so he's offering him a spot in the Don Callis family. And he said the signing bonus, he'll pay Perry out of the Young Bucks money. Callis reminds Perry that there are 7 of them and 1 of him. So if he doesn't give him an answer, he'll cut the strings and put him in a chair. Perry said he might.
What the fuck is this? Looney Tunes?
Apparently.
Go time to
Perry
a train
he's
track.
Bite off a little bit more than he can chew.
Yeah, and then he dropped that pause ass shit on the world. Goodness.
Perry
gracious.
got beat down, paused. Luchasaurus hit the ring.
As slow as humanly possible.
Yeah, dear Lord. It hit ringside, stopped at ringside, watched Perry get his ass kicked.
Basically.
You know what that reminded me of?
What?
When Jeff was supposed to save Matt and he just started dancing.
Oh, bro, him dancing down the ramp was hilarious work. I think he was just too hype and he didn't know what to do with his body, so he was just like, fuck it, dance. But go ahead.
He watched Perry get his ass kicked until the Young Bucks appeared with chairs swinging at the Don Callis family. Luchasaurus took out 2 with a double choke slam as Okada took a BTE trigger. Callis was left alone with the bag of money and threw it to the Young Bucks and begged off as the Bucks were about to throw super kicks, which Takeshita took the bullets. Rocky Romero ate one as well. The family retreated. Takeshita tended to Callis, but the Bucks now have their money.
Was that a life insurance commercial you just read off? What the fuck are you
Pretty much.
Okay, but go ahead. Continue.
All right, backstage, we got the conglomeration celebrating backstage, jumping around. Babes of Wrath as Roderick Strong stood there with his arms crossed like a disapproving parent.
Said through all that zest, good storytelling. That's funny. Go ahead.
The Timeless Love Bombs came in and congratulated the new champions again.
Again, because why not?
Yeah, why not? Second time's a charm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, having Toni Storm's thickness near you is not a problem.
No.
Neither is having Mina Shirakawa's titties close to you. Neither are a problem.
Right.
Okay, just want to put that out there. Okay, says Zeta Steel versus Rachel Ellering on Ring of Honor tomorrow night. Ring of Honor is a great spot for her to develop and get reps. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right, up next, we got a video package of Mercedes Moné melting down recently after losing her first of her 14 titles, but screamed that she's still the best TBS champion of all time.
You meant 13.
Oh, it said 14. My bad.
Crackhead.
I loved this. I'm excited to see unhinged Mercedes.
I don't
I
mind it.
really am. I'm really excited for that.
You
I
know,
can't wait to see this more on main television.
you know how I feel about Mercedes, where it's like as long as she's pissing these, pardon me, these racist ass wrestling fans off that don't want to see her win, I'm happy with it. And also, not even just because of that, because she's actually talented.
Mm-hmm.
Because she actually kills it every time she goes out there. So she
Mm-hmm.
deserves it, and also she pisses racist wrestling fans off. So there you have it. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Mercedes. All love. Go ahead.
Alrighty, up next we have Eddie Kingston backstage with Renee Paquette, who said he is nervous about tonight, which is good as it keeps you on your toes. Kingston brought up Terry Funk winning the world title 50 years ago today, and hopes to make his parents proud. Kingston said, "You don't know how many shots you'll get," and starts to get emotional and tells Samoa Joe he's going down as there is no way he's going to quit.
Well, Werner, are you going to quit?
Never.
You know, get your
No,
we're
because when I
not
wake up,
gonna take it, head ass. Go
because
ahead.
when I wake up, I win.
Oh God. Yeah, you win the Burger King Olympics. That's the fuck you win. God damn it. Go ahead.
All right, up next we have Tony Schiavone in the ring, introduces Mark Briscoe to a big ovation. Briscoe said not that long ago, certain individuals said that he would never get it done and would never win the big one. But look at the shiny new hardware he has now. The doubters are still out there, but respectfully, Briscoe said they can kiss his big white ass. And Daniel Garcia came out.
That crowd said, "Mute this bitch." As soon as he started to boo.
Can't mute us now, motherfucker.
I know that audience couldn't fucking wait. They was like, "Oh wait, let him come out in front of this other. Come on, let him come out in front of us." Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Booed his dumb ass. Go ahead. I thought Yuta was getting booed.
Garcia was cut up by Wheeler Yuta in the crowd with the Death Riders by saying Briscoe has more children than he has teeth. Daniel Garcia took the mic as they all got in the ring, said he feels bad for Briscoe as everything about him is sad. What the hell is this promo? Like, this whole thing is like, I'm going to say the most basic ass promo of all time. It is my first day cutting a promo. I'm Daniel Garcia.
Dog, this is the Tony Khan Reclamation Project segment. That's the fuck this is.
And it failed.
That's what this is. I don't even know what else to say, bro. That shit was hilarious. I thought Yuta was getting booed until Daniel Garcia got that mic and them boos got even louder. I was like, God damn. That shit was so funny. But go ahead.
To skip ahead, Garcia started slapping Briscoe, who dropped Garcia, who had to be held back by Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir. Brian Danielson politely said Briscoe should punch Yuta as well. That was all that happened as Shafir and Yuta pulled Garcia from the ring. This was pretty underwhelming because it's fucking Daniel Garcia.
Dog, the crowd didn't want no parts of no fucking Daniel Garcia, dog.
No.
They didn't, dog. Like, I think I just saw somebody, who was that said that? Fuego said, did y'all notice the energy leave the crowd the second he took my dog? It was like all of the energy left and came back for them to boo him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just takes the wind out of everything he's involved in, bro.
Why Tony doesn't see this, we don't understand.
Yeah, like, bruh, what will it take? He probably thought that was actual heat. No, that was go away heat.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, can you please get the fuck off my television screen heat?
What are you waiting for, Tony? X-Pac heat?
Oh man. Oh man. He don't want it to get to that point. He don't want it to get to that point.
No, I know, but like, I think we're almost there.
Yeah, dude, you've tried, and Tony, I know you tired of hearing us say this, dog. You've tried. I promise you have tried. You have tried everything. Is that what you need to hear? You like that parent that feel like you failed your child and you need somebody to tell you you've done all that you can. You've done everything, dude.
It's okay to cut your losses with this one.
It's you gonna be all right.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these other great kids to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Let it go, bro.
Honestly.
Because now the crowd is like, fuck you. Crowd is Go ahead. Go ahead.
Up next, we have Excalibur saying that there's a situation happening backstage as the Triangle of Madness are beating up girls backstage until Chris Statlander made the save and hit Sky Blue and Julia Hart with a chair, but Thekla dodged a shot.
And one of them was Angelica Risk.
Mhm.
Sweetheart. Fly out to Vegas. I'm telling that I was not ready. That little boy. All right. Okay. And she one of them old school spicy Latinas too.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of them.
Ooh.
One of them. Boy, all right. And she ain't even that old either. All right, okay.
Okay.
Them ovaries still work. Let's go.
That's the important thing.
The potassium.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Already up next, we got Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana taking on the Opps, Powerhouse Hobbs and Shibata with the Opps Dojo in a tornado tag team match. Hangman, Adam Page, and Swerve Strickland defeated the Opps when Strickland pinned Shibata. I thought this was a cheat code. I thought this was a phenomenal match again.
Wait. All of those people that got attacked that so happened to be on the AEW product, let me tell you something. They got paid. They ate good. They did all that. So it ain't no curse if they living good. You hear me? All right. Let's keep going.
No, I thought this was a phenomenal match. I would love to. I would love to see these two tag again.
You're underselling it, man. I
said cheat code.
No, you're underselling it, man. This had Showdown in the Wild Wild West energy. And this was just a middle of the card Dynamite match. This had Showdown at the OK Corral energy. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a situation with Swerve and Hangman where inevitably you're going to have to implode them again. They're going to have to feud again. But if you are not enjoying this tag team with these two guys, I question why you even pause, if necessary, by the way, pause. They like something special is brewing with the top of the card AEW guys right now. And when Will Ospreay gets back, it's only going to get better. Because
and maybe Kyle O'Reilly with his performance against Mox. He might be thrown into the main event scene too.
Because you have a multi-layered main event scene on the men's side. Where you got the young guys that you could toss into the scene if you need to. You got the guys that are a little bit older you could toss in the scene if you need to. Plus you have elder statesmen like Samoa Joe that you could toss into the scene at any moment. It's a multi-pronged, multi-layered main event scene on the men's side. And I'm telling y'all, I think we are just scratching the surface of what this main event scene is going to look like probably by this time next year. Go ahead.
Post-match, we see Josh Alexander watching backstage. He'll face Strickland on Saturdays on Collision.
My man was watching Collision. Good job, Werner.
He was watching. He was watching the future.
Watching a show that ain't even happened yet. That's a beautiful thing, bro. I don't know how he pulled that one. That must have cost him a lot of money.
He stole it from the Don Callis family.
He stole it from the Don Callis family. So you saying people are taking loans from the Don Callis family? That's because they wanted to not go bankrupt with you around.
Well, that's true.
Okay.
They got breakfast, man.
He won't stop eating. He's been here for 6 days. They didn't have the SWAT
it's
team
good. It's
show
not
up.
that good.
They didn't have the SWAT team show up, but it ain't SWAT. It was FAT. Motherfucker had the fat team show up. No, it's not that good, by the way. I just went recently. But the steak was good. Man, Latino dude was about 5'6". He looked like Mark Anthony. He was behind the motherfucking grill. He was cooking that steak, man. That steak was good as a bitch. I was like, man, this is Golden Corral? Don't ask me why I was in Golden Corral. Mind your business. I felt like diving in the slums for a second. Fuck you, man. We sent someone to ask him to leave. He bit them. That's hilarious. Werner wouldn't bite anyone unless food was in the way. Then in which case, somebody's getting bit. Okay. A SWAT team officer, that SWAT team officer will not live to tell the story. That's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth.
No
A1, no nothing.
Ew.
Don't drop a steak don't drop a steak on a SWAT team member's heart. Werner will go straight through. Okay, he will think the heart was a part of the steak. But go ahead.
Already, Don Callis is backstage, talked about the Young Bucks stealing his money as he is prepared to drag them through the courts and put them in the poorhouse, but he'd rather get his pound of flesh. Callis said that the Bucks should find a partner in Manchester next week. Takeshita, Okada, and Hechicero against the Bucks and a partner for the $1 million. If the Bucks grow a set and accept.
It's too many people wanting a pound of flesh for me. Pause. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah, a lot of pause in this.
Yeah, but Don Callis, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's keep going.
You know, I was thinking about this real quick. What's it gonna be like when they turn him? Because it's only a matter of time.
Thinking about babyface Don Callis, it's like, oh no, I ain't gonna make that comparison. You're gonna be like, oh, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Thinking about babyface Don Callis is like thinking about world champion Daniel Garcia.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It just. It's just the thought of it is just no. Just the thought is like nah. Like you don't even want to get close to it. Nope. But go ahead.
All right, back from break. Stokely Hathaway is backstage and said the most dangerous narcotic isn't on the streets, it's the camera, as it gives folks an addiction that makes them think that they deserve a title shot. Stokely said that next week on Dynamite, FTR will beat the Bang Bang Gang and cure them of their addiction. When they beat them, they'll leave them clearing customs without the tag titles at the end of the line in the tag team division. Top guys out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's Stokely.
Okay.
All right, up next, cheat code. Cheat code, cheat code, cheat code, cheat code, cheat code. If this isn't in the top 5 of match of the year next month or it's 2 months from now,
it's easily TV match of the year.
it's easily TV match of the year, but overall match of the year, you're smoking something because this fucking match blew the roof. And I couldn't believe what I was watching the entire time.
This is going to be on Best of AEW compilations 20 years from now.
Yup, easily.
This was marquee. This was like this was the holy grail of professional wrestling when it comes to like TV match. This was really good. Like this was excellent. I hope Tony Khan was taking note of this performance and going, damn, Daniel Garcia can never do this. No, I'm playing. But no, I hope he was I hope he was taking note of this performance and was going, this is why Kyle Fletcher is going to be one of my main event stars very soon.
You know, I watched him last week, I think. And I watched him tonight. And of course, I watched him against Okada. You know, I'm starting to feel like he's becoming that performer where, like, you got to come up to my level. I'm not coming down to you.
No, this shit was thunder and lightning, homie. Like, this was... Look, I know a lot of WWE fans don't have taste in pro wrestling, but, like, even a WWE fan has to admit this shit was balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Like, it was that good. And no, we're not overrating it. No, it's not recency bias and all that stuff. No, because, again, I just said that this match is going to be on Best of AEW Dynamite compilations, Best of AEW compilations 20 years from now. It is. It just is. It just is.
This should be on, like, a preview graphic for Continental Classics until the end of time.
Yeah. This was... It was memorable. Something that, again, WWE cannot seem to manufacture in 2025. This was memorable. This is going to be a callback match. If you sitting with other AEW fans 7-8 years from now, you talk about your favorite AEW match, you'll be like, oh, you remember that Kyle Fletcher speedball match on Dynamite for the Continental Classic? This is going to be one of those. And
I would not be surprised if we saw this as a rematch in the Owen.
In facts. And also, this is something I never want to hear again after this match tonight. Do not ever, around me at least, if y'all hanging around me for any reason, don't ever do this. I'm going to tell you to get the fuck away from me, and I'm going to be dead serious. I don't ever want to hear any comparisons from Kyle Fletcher to Randy Orton ever again.
Oh my God.
I don't want to hear any Kyle Fletcher, Randy Orton comparisons ever again. Randy Orton cannot do anything Kyle Fletcher did in this match. He can't. Even in his Legend Killer days. I watched his entire Legend Killer run. So before you say, you're wrong, I actually watched his entire Legend Killer run. I did not see during that entire run him do anything that I've seen Kyle Fletcher do this year. Anything. I'm not even going to dignify that Logan Paul shit. Dog, like, that comparison should have died tonight. I cannot find one Randy Orton match that touches the match that I saw. I can't find one. If you please find it for me. Find me a comparable Randy Orton match to this match we watched. No bells, no whistles, no gimmicks, no nothing. This was a straight up wrestling match.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so tired of these makeshift ass comparisons. All right, but let's. Oh, by the way, cheat code.
All righty. Oh, real quick. Shouts out to Toni for, again, upsets. Thank you. Keep it going. All right, up next we have Renee backstage with Hangman and Page, asking what's next after teaming with Swerve Strickland. Page said the AEW men's world title is always what's next. He told Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston he'll be watching, as at World's End he's coming for them and the world championship. Okay, great. Up next after that, we have the Young Bucks. Said it's official for next week in Manchester as they will need a partner. So they asked Luchasaurus, who says no, and pointed at a door, which was Kenny Omega's locker room.
Sir, you know the man's proper name.
Kenneth Omega III.
Thank you for the respect, asshole. All right, let's keep going.
The Bucks knock on the door as Kenneth Omega III answers. They asked to do it one more time as there's a lot of money on the line. Omega said that they're right, but he doesn't want to do it for the money. It's about revenge on Don Callis and the family. Hell, he'll do it for free. Kenneth Omega III hit all of his go-home lines looking at the camera as this match is official for next week. Up next, we have Joey Samoa taking on Eddie Burger Kingston for the AEW Men's World Title. To which, in no shock here, Joey Samoa submitted Eddie Kingston to retain the AEW World Title.
It was such a slothy match. And I hated seeing this because Joey Samoa has been working so well and at such a high level. And then, of course, he gets into a feud with Burger Kingston, and it seemed like he lost 3 steps. This was a very slothy match to me. And I'm not saying that just because of Burger Kingston. It just seemed like it was really it was WWE slow.
You know, after having that 5-star classic cheat code of a match, I literally, like in the commercial break, I was like, man, they're really going to have a cool down match as your main event?
And you'll never sell people on Eddie Burger Kingston being the never give up guy and the fighting spirit guy. Like, dude, it looked like he already gave up on himself. It don't work. It don't work, Tony. It does not work, man. And Wada and momentum's fucking Samoa Joe has been building with these promos and these matches. Like, Wada just shit on that. But we don't criticize AEW, Warner.
No, never do that.
Like, dude, like, Wada just shit on it by tossing him in with this fucking waste of space. Somebody might say, wow, that's strong. I mean, that's how I feel about it at this fucking point. AEW has grown beyond Burger Kingston's and Orange Cassidy's and Garcia's. And they, like, why is he like, stop, man? They're not the heartbeat of AEW. Like, I know that's probably the main reason why you're keeping them around, because you feel like they're the heartbeat of your company. Dog, if that is the heartbeat of your company, that's an irregular heartbeat. That is an enlarged heartbeat. It's frustrating. All right, let's go to ratings. That was it, right? Did you do the post-match angle? Okay. I didn't know if it was. Okay, all right, well.
No, there was no post-match angle.
All right, so I'm going to go 8.6 for tonight's show. Man, that Kyle Fletcher fucking speedball match boosted my rating up quite a bit, okay? And you could probably already figure what my moment of the night is. Angelica Risk. No, I'm playing. I'm going to see you in Vegas. Pop the Molly, I'm sweating. Ooh. No, I'm playing. But fucking, no, it's going to be like more like pop the Viagra, I'm sweating. Ooh. But fucking, no, in all seriousness, it was the speedball Kyle Fletcher match. Let's be real. Come on now. Go ahead.
I'm actually at a 9.5.
God bless America. Good for you, sir.
No, I thought this was a phenomenal show. Like, the wrestling was great on this show. There was no outside of the main event, but like I think everything else made up for it outside of Daniel Garcia.
It was more than that.
So yeah, no, and my moment, like, God, why would anyone else pick Speedball and Kyle Fletcher? That would be nuts.
Yeah, the highest rating I'm seeing is 9. Let me see. Said I agree. It hurt his momentum. Now he's got to regroup again. Yeah, like Tony Khan does that for some reason. Like it'd be somebody that's finally getting their footing back in the company, and he'll be like, "Here's Orange Cassidy for you. Here's Eddie Kingston for you. Here's Daniel Garcia." Like, nah, man, no. Said he looks in worse shape now than he did before his injury, if that's possible. I don't even know if that is possible. Oh, Hook's still a shitty McShit face. Like, that don't change nothing, Fuego. I'm sorry. He's still terrible. All right, let me see what we got. Said, do not run this back. That's a fact. Fuego said, 9 out of 10 moment of night. Speedball gets his win. Miguel said, oh, he was replying to Xavier said 8.5. Yeah, I could talk. Fletcher versus Speedball, 8.7 moment of night. Speedball and Kyle, 8.7. Fletcher versus Speedball. For me, too. Speedball win was moment of the night. 8 moment of night. Babes of Wrath versus Mina and Toni. Said 8.5 ruined by Kingston, Garcia, Yuta, and Cassidy. Moment of the night. That 19-minute thriller. Said 8.6 moment of night. Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball. Said, did you guys catch that AEW put up a tweet saying WWE can never put on a match like this? No. Send that to me.
Oh.
Mo said 38 minutes, 14 seconds of wrestling on SmackDown, 34 minutes and 17 seconds of wrestling on Raw. I am not looking forward to Friday's review. I'm just being real. 58 minutes, 53 seconds of wrestling on Collision Hour, 6 minutes and 27 seconds of wrestling on Dynamite. Said he's doing it to try and scoop some of Joe's momentum onto one of his favorites. Dude, I broke this down a while ago where I said he's doing the John Cena thing. Like, if anything gets over on its own organically and it's starting to get, like, a lot of momentum, he's like, let me just insert John Cena to try to get some of this overness. Vince used to do this shit all the time. Vince used to do this shit all the time with Cena. And then he did it with Roman.
And now he's going to do it with Cody.
Like, I'm telling you, bro. I know what this is. That's why I'm not getting as upset as I probably could get, because I know what this is. Straight up. Said 8.2, and if Garcia gets that title off of Briscoe, retire the title moment. I'm not. That does not need to happen. That does not need to happen. Roddy was doing well, and then Orange Cassidy appeared. That's a fact. That's a fact. I hate it, too. All right, clear the air. Grateful, man. Grateful. Man, be grateful. I can't say that enough. There's a lot of things that could go wrong in your world, and if you got even 2 things that are going right in your world, be grateful for those things and build upon them, and that's what I want to clear the air on.
Yeah, grateful. Grateful for life, grateful for friends, grateful for family. It's that time of year to be grateful for everything.
Well, shit, y'all. We gave y'all a little bit of 2 hours, over 2 hours of that work, man. We went crazy tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Gabe Sapolsky got a little mad and tried to nuke the stream for 5 seconds. But we got it back, ladies and gentlemen. But now it is time for us to get the fuck up out of here. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the mouth of brazenness has. So, sign off yet again to the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starkside.
The beacon of hope worldwide, the Messiah, semi-cute sixes, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Friday.